Hey everyone, this is Nazir with Project 3 for CPM 1502. This week we improved on Android application to ensure the content's always in sync with the parse server, along with the network monitoring so that the device knows when to sync and when not to. So when you first launch the application, this is what you'll get. Now I'm in airplane mode, and this is why I got this pop-up. I can hit refresh to try to scan to see if there's a network again. So if I pull this down and take it off of airplane mode and hit refresh, then it lets me in and it tells me the network type that I'm accessing. Now here I do my custom validation. So if I type up a weird email and I don't type in anything for the username, and I type in 3 digits for the password, I set it to be a minimum of 4. So if I hit sign up, it'll tell me that the password is too short and that the username is required and the email is not valid. And I'm doing that through the validation encode here, and I'm also using Android email validation to make sure that the email pattern is correct. So if I type up another email, sign up, it goes through. From here I can log out and it takes me to the sign-in page. Now validation here is coming through the parse server because I wanted to make sure that the username and the password is correct, so I left it to parse. Okay, so if I log in, I immediately get everything that's in on parse synced, and the CRUD works just like before. I can add, and through here I'm also validating the fields. So both the title and priority are required. So if I just hit track it, it's not pretty, but it does do the validation. It tells me that the title is required, so we'll just do, and I'll set the priority. I can leave the description empty as it's not required, and then hit track, and it immediately updates over here. And just like before, I can tap it to see more details, and I can hit edit to change the priority name, or maybe I can add a new description. Hit done, and there it is. If I go back, priority has changed, description is there. I can also delete the task and it's gone. What I can also do is do a hold, so I can do this through the action bar. And so as you might have seen already, there's a toast message that comes up when you're offline or when you're online. So if I turn this off again, it automatically detects it and it tells you that currently I'm offline. So if I try to add anything, it'll tell me that it's offline. If I try to refresh, it tells me that I'm offline. And then I can turn it back on. It gives me that toast again with the type of connection that I'm on currently. And from here I can add, and it'll go through just like normal. Now for the synchronization, I have the application sync with the server every 20 seconds. So if you do anything on a different device or on an actual backend of parse, it automatically refreshes. So to show that, let's refresh this first one, which is called another refresh. So let's go to parse, another refresh. We'll set the priority to 1, and let's just add a number right next to it. And so here, and there it is, I just update it right away. Priority and the number. Now I can also do a manual refresh by hitting this. If anything has changed, it'll update within those 20 seconds. And as you can see, if I'm offline and get out of the application, I can always come back to it. However, if I log out and try to log in, it tells me that I'm offline. And so the UI is pretty much the same thing. The only thing I changed is added a refresh button up here for the manual refresh, and it's just more validation, more pop-up when network is not available, and toast messages. But for the most part, UI is the same. And so that's pretty much it for this application. I'll see you guys next week.